cold day in this neighborhood. I really would like a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Having a neighbor would sure be good. Someone who's kind and shares their food. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. There are many fine homes that are empty today, since all my neighbors moved away. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please help me with getting on this sleeve? Won't you please be my neighbor? There we go. Hi YouTube neighbor, I'm glad we're together again today for the first time, coming to you from the lovely Dale Miller Studios in beautiful Kenmore, Ohio. Okay, well, we've concluded the a cappella portion of the program. I'm sure you'll not hear anything like that in Albany at the egg. It'd be a broken egg if you heard anything like that. I thought today I'd do a dramatic reading, share some of my stories with you, and I'll let you know that I did go to the John Glover School of Audiobook Recording Technique, and John himself personally came down to throw me out of the school when I flunked out, so I have had some training here. Well, I have written about 300 stories. Well, I've written a lot more than 300. I stopped counting at 300, but I wrote 300 stories in the first 3 years that I was writing, and I'm going to read them all to you tonight. No, just kidding. But you may think it was difficult writing 300 stories in 3 years, but it really wasn't that bad because I mastered I'll say I mastered the short story form, and I kept things very, very, very short to the point. So, for example, I have a story called Bo Diddley. And that simply goes, Martha came out of the bathroom and stormed into the living room and said, "Which one of you two missed the toilet?" The end. Didn't say it was an example of a good story, just of a short story. Little Dukes of Hazzard reference there. But I was only amateur for like 3 years, and then I started getting paid for my work, or actually paid not to work, kind of like a farmer. And they paid me to stop writing so many stories, and it paid pretty good. See these? I got some dental work done, matching this color yellow. Not an easy thing. I would suggest, if anybody has any sleeping problems, this would be, a good video to play while you're trying to get some sleep. Okay, well, we'll start you off with a story about how I saw Lana learning the secret of Clark's powers. They'd gone up to Crater Lake one day, and they were walking along, and Lana just broached the subject again. This time Clark could tell she was serious. She told him, Clark, I have risked my life to protect you and your family. I took a pitchfork to a man in your barn to save your family's life, and still you do not share your secret with me. What is the problem? And Clark said, "Oh, Lana, you gotta believe me when I tell you this. It's to protect you. I have to protect you. If you knew my secret, everybody would be after you. Your life would be in danger." Lana turned to him and said, "Clark, my life's in danger anyway. People will assume that I know your secret and will come after me and will hurt me because they think that I know something. And because I won't, and they won't believe me, they will hurt me. So there's no point, unless you just simply don't trust me, There's no point for you not to tell me. Clark answered, well, there is a point. I'm scared of how you'll react. I'm really scared how you're going to react to this because it's things you said in the past. And I said, please trust me. Just trust me. Give me a chance. I've trusted you so many times. I've done so much for you. Give me a chance. Trust me. Mark said, Lana, you got to believe me. This is the God's honest truth. I know you'll think I'm just making this up, but I'm an alien. I come from a distant planet. The planet exploded. My parents saved my life by sending me away in a small spaceship. My parents, John and Martha Kent, they found me and adopted me. I'm not from here. I'm an alien. I've got incredible strength. I can move fast. I can see through walls. I've got, a lot of different powers and abilities far beyond those of mortal men. I know this probably freaks you out. I said, not at all. That explains so much. Sorry. I said, what? You're not freaked out when you found out that a kid from school thought he was an alien and he wasn't actually an alien? You just freaked out. Oh, that kid? He was freaky whether he was an alien or not. Now, if all aliens are like you, wow. We came up here to swim. You want to swim? Yeah, I want to swim. Well, let's get to it. Alana stood back and watched Clark starting to undress. He took off his shirt, and she's like, oh my God, you are so handsome. You've got such a body. And Clark said, well, where I come from on Krypton, everyone's got a physique like this. We're just, just naturally this way. And I said, well, bring on the invasion. Bring on the invasion. So Clark smiled, and he had his swim trunks on under his pants. So he pulled down his pants, and Lana's watching. He kicks off his shoes to get them out of the way, and pulls off his pants. And Lana looks down and sees his feet. And Clark can tell she's upset. He's questioning, what, Lana, what's wrong? What's with your feet? He says, oh, on our planet we evolved beyond the need for toes. We just have a single end to our foot that flexes, and we don't need that. It avoids us having things like athlete's foot and toe jam and stuff like that. It's pretty neat, actually. Lana said, you'd better put your clothes back on. We better leave. Take me home, please. But Lana, now what's wrong? A moment ago everything was fine. Please tell me what's wrong. I said, Clark, we can't be together. Clark says, what? Why not? Lana said, I'm lactose intolerant. Sorry. Whoa. I'm contractually obligated to stop now. I've been paid, so it's a stop. So we'll see you next time that he doesn't have any more money to give me.